The relationship we exit from is vastly different from the one we entered into. Yet, if we feel like we've been dumped, the only thing we can seem to think about is when the relationship was healthy. Our sense of reality about our partner and how the dynamics of the relationship changed are almost instantaneously erased from our minds. Breakups and rejection in particular are highly emotionally charged events that come with intense emotions such as grief, sadness, anger, fear, insecurity, and despair. These emotions are overwhelming and cloud out other emotions like hopefulness, contentment, optimism, and confidence. So our perspective is distorted, and we're likely operating from a fear-based reality where we just want back what we had, the known, even if it wasn't healthy. Hi, I'm Patty Blue Hayes, author, coach, and your guide to blossoming beyond heartbreak and cultivating hope as you sow the seeds of healing. If you're like I was and put too much of your identity into your partnership, the breakup can result in a profound sense of loss and an identity crisis. Without the presence of your partner, you are confronted with an empty void and the deeply philosophical question, who am I? It can feel like your partner takes your own sense of worth, purpose, and place in the world when they leave to go on with their lives without you. And so you long for them because what you really long for is your sense of self. If we were overly attached to our partner, this rejection leaves us feeling lonely and deeply insecure. I internalized the betrayal and rejection, and I believed I was flawed and not good enough to be deserving of love. The sudden disconnect from the future you thought you had can be existentially profound, leaving you adrift in a surreal state of perception where you can't see a future version of yourself, and you may not trust that the past was real. It's during these times of despair, when it feels like there are no words to express our darkest pain, that we can turn to the soothing, magical, peaceful, intuitive realm of creative expression. Carl Jung was a well-respected psychoanalyst who theorized that art therapy can have beneficial effects due to the activation of the unconscious mind during the creative process, which can later bring conscious awareness. Creating something is a nonverbal expression that bypasses the limitations of language. It gets to the soul of the matter. Creating something encourages our imagination and may speak to us in symbols, patterns, colors, and textures. That can lead to insights, healing, and transformation. After a breakup, we are placed on a path of rediscovering ourselves and who we are as an individual without the partnership. Using art therapy is a valuable tool to unlock the unconscious mind, deepen our self-awareness, and promote our psychological well-being. I think it's helpful to tune out the mind and tune into your heart space when engaging in any creative process. Placing your hands over your heart and breathing deeply can be just enough to bring your awareness away from the busy mind. You can use the following exercises to process your emotions and break down the illusions after the breakup. 1. Collage of realities. Materials needed: magazines or other printed material, scissors, glue, poster board, or any material to affix the images onto. The exercise: create a collage that represents both the positive and negative aspects of your past relationship. Use images and words to illustrate how you perceived your ex and the reality of the relationship. This exercise can help you visually confront and reconcile conflicting emotions. 2. Emotional landscape painting. Materials needed: canvas or paper, paints, brushes. The exercise: paint an abstract or representational landscape that reflects your emotional journey, perhaps from the start of the relationship to the present day. Use colors, shapes, and brush strokes to express different aspects of your relationship. This process allows you to explore and externalize your feelings while gaining insights into the complexities of your emotions. 3. Letter writing with illustrations. Materials needed: paper, pens, colored pencils. The exercise: write a letter to your ex expressing your unfiltered emotions. Include illustrations or symbols that represent your feelings and experiences. This exercise allows for a cathartic release and can help you gain clarity on your emotions. Please help me continue to create these videos by subscribing to my channel if you find this content valuable. 4. Mask making. Materials needed: blank masks, paint, markers, decorations. The exercise: decorate a mask to represent the persona you wore during the relationship. As you create, reflect on the aspects of yourself that you may have hidden or compromised. This exercise can help you explore the roles you played and the authentic self you want to embrace moving forward. 5. Timeline of change. Materials needed: long paper or canvas, and markers. The exercise: create a timeline that represents the evolution of your relationship. Use markers to highlight significant moments, both positive and negative. This visual representation can help you gain perspective on the changes over time and the reasons behind the breakup. 6. Symbolic object exploration. Materials needed: various art supplies, small objects or symbols. The exercise: select symbolic objects or create symbols that represent different aspects of your relationship. Arrange them in a meaningful way to explore and reflect on the complexities of your feelings. This can provide insights into the layers of your emotions. With all of these exercises, the goal is not only to break down illusions, but also to promote self-discovery, healing, and growth. If you find any of your experience to be emotionally overwhelming, reach out to a therapist for support. Remember, you're on a journey of healing and transformation. The seed does not become a blossom overnight.